Island. Michael van Gerwen is simply sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action as we come to you live on Sky Sports from the fair city of Dublin! The Unibet Premier League, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. Live on Sky Sports as we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. It's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, the world number 2 in his second Premier League. Ladies and gentlemen, the former champion of the world, multi, Rob. Gentlemen, time to meet the world number 1, the reigning and defending 4-time Premier League champion and the newly crowned 3-time champion of the world,
taking a picture of Michael van Gerwen's walk on there, Rod. He's the main man. He's got a 100% record so far. Can Rob Cross stop him tonight?
He certainly can. When you look at the stats say yes, he can. We know he's got the quality and the ability. But at the moment, Michael is starting to dominate, and the one person that can stop that is Rob Cross. And stopping it tonight gives everybody else that little bit of a chance. Oh, well, perhaps Michael is beatable. But Rob has got to get out the gate a bit quicker. He's got to get into his rhythm, because Michael on the run is extremely hard to beat.
His average is 103.57 and 102.58 the last 2 weeks. Brilliant from Cross.
Absolutely, but sometimes the averages, it doesn't mean you're doing it at the right times. He's got to find those exceptional darts at crucial times and close out legs when he gets the chance. He cannot afford to miss anything, because hoping that Michael van Gerwen's a little bit off his form doesn't normally happen.
You can see from the body language they both mean business tonight, don't they?
Oh, the walk-ons, you can see them are both focused. It both means a little bit extra to each other.
When Marvel and Nigel Pearson in commentary.
Thanks, Dave. The clash of world champions in Dublin is here and now. Can anybody stop this man? Michael van Gerwen in stunning form. 2 wins under his belt in the Premier League so far against Michael Smith and Mensah Suljovic. And Rob Cross, unbeaten in 2 Premier League outings, a draw with Peter Wright and a win over James Wade. It was only his debut last year, of course, for Rob Cross in the Premier League. But this fella, Michael van Gerwen, is the man to beat everywhere, not just in Dublin, everywhere he goes, he's the man to beat right now.
Yeah, he is indeed. He wins more than he loses this year. But Rob Cross is starting to look like the man that won the world title just, what, 15 months ago, 14 months ago. And Gerwen knows that if he plays like he did last week against Mensah Suljovic, which wasn't poor, by the way, it was just poor for Michael van Gerwen. But if he plays like that again, it's likely he'll get beat. As Michael leaves his favourite finish. The big fish. Bullseye!
Requirement 167. Rob Cross, who averaged 102.5 in his win over James Wade in Glasgow last week. Back up the board, and Van Gerwen is going to be back for 25 to take the first leg of this match. Here we go. Double 8 the target.
21. Missed double 8, missed double 4. Ironically, those were the darts at double he missed to beat Rob Cross in the World Championship semi-final that he lost when Rob won it.
Yeah, here comes the long pause as he prepares for a shot at the double. 1 dart in hand, Van Gerwen waiting on double 2.
But he saw how awkward that was. I've got to say, I think he maybe could have gone to the left and not moved quite so far. Okay, we all thought the first leg would end on double 1, didn't we?
Of course. Well, Michael van Gerwen got there in the end. And next week, Van Gerwen faces James Wade in Exeter. Rob Cross is up against Daryl Gurney. Starting to take shape, the Premier League. 3rd week here in Dublin. And a terrific crowd once again. Always a packed house here at the Free Arena.
48. Rob's got to be careful here. Already let Michael in. 96. Yeah, these two met 3 times in the Premier League last year. Twice in the league phase and once in the playoffs, in the semi-finals. Michael won all 3, 7-2, 7-2, 10-6. So some hidings in there. And he's going to have to improve on what's happening right now. This could be another one.
Yeah, Michael believes that he gets into the head of players because of who he is. He's the best player in the world, and he believes that his opponents sometimes psychologically are up against him because of the very fact that he is Michael van Gerwen. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, everyone's fearful of the world's best player no matter what. And because for one reason, 65. They know they're not as good as said world number 1, said world's best player, which happens to be Michael van Gerwen right now. There's no better feeling than knowing you're a better player than your opponent. And Michael knows he's the best player. Tops for 2-0. That's a break.
Well, he made it look so easy there. Michael van Gerwen. Rob Cross ahead of the match saying he feels as though he's very fresh and more like his old self, but he's going to have to go above and beyond to beat this fella, because the reigning champion, world champion, Michael van Gerwen, is relentless. 100.6 average. And remarkably, Wayne, we're yet to see a 180 from either player.
97.
As we see into the third leg.
Stays up the board, Rob Cross. Now this would be a good time for the first.
Straight through the middle. Michael left 165 in the last leg.
58.
Still a shake of the head from Van Gerwen, not totally satisfied, but he's averaging 97. He averaged against Suljevic last week 99.8. 7-3 win, but when he beat Michael Smith on opening night in Newcastle, he was averaging 105.
Yeah, that 99 last week was only the 5th time in 50 Premier League matches that he'd averaged under 100.
We're back in Aberdeen in a couple of weeks. Remember the 1-2-3.4?
74.
Vaguely.
Double 16, no problem, 3-0. Wow, Michael van Gerwen is again in top form here, and Rob Cross all of a sudden is under big pressure to hold his throw.
Yeah, he's under pressure, Nigel, because he's not playing well. He's only had 2 darts at a double, averaging 91, so it just gives you an indication. Wow, that was slack.
14.
Michael's won 9 of the last 11 meetings. Obviously, the aforementioned World Championship semi-final is in there, but Rob also beat Michael in the Brisbane Masters final. He's a big-time player, Cross. He's very good on the stage. Doesn't fear anyone or anything.
Yeah, Rob admitted that the pressure of being world champion was difficult at times. The constant expectation is what he said. And of course, the likes of MVG, Gary, more experience on the big stage over a number of years. And the Rob Cross story is a remarkable one, really, when you think about everything that he's achieved, really, in a short space of time.
Yeah, I agree. It's just a shame he had a poor year last year as world champ, because the nonsense was starting then, wasn't it? Oh, he's not very good, he's a one-hit wonder.
Flash in the pan.
Yeah, it just what people say, I suppose.
98. What we require.
Said he was shattered at the end of last year and he wasn't actually ready to be world champion.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, another. Oh, he'd have fancied that.
92.
If this goes, Cross is in even more bother. Double 18. So cool, so cool.
Goodness me. Van Gerwen's making it look quite simple here. 4-zip. 100.2 average now. And 50% finishing. And here he goes. Is this the first 180 in the match? Right on cue. He is absolutely in top form here. What is going through the mind of Rob Cross from here?
Well, I'm going to say he's panicking a little, he's just pushing a little. He wants it all he wants to get back the deficit right now, and you can't. You can only do one leg at a time.
Well, the other thing to consider as well, Wayne, when we're talking about a league table, legs difference, that type of thing, you know, can come into play, it can mean the difference.
And it always does come into play.
Yeah, exactly.
16.
Well, he's looking like a beaten man in this leg right now.
Looks like he just wants to get off the stage.
Yeah.
60.
But he's not the only person that has felt like that against Michael van Gerwen.
No.
Need Rob to really dig deep here. You know when he has that slight smile on his face, it's almost as if to say, well, I know I'm getting an absolute battering here. There's not a lot I can do about it. And he's way behind now. It's looking all like it's going to be 5-0 for MVG. 25 needed then for Van Gerwen for a 5-0 lead. There's a single 9. Leads 8-8. No problem. 5-0 he leads. And now Van Gerwen has got to be thinking about the 7-0 way.
Yeah. He's beaten Phil Taylor 7-0. He's beaten James Wade 7-0. Adrian Lewis 7-0.
Not a bad bunch of players there.
Wow.
Look at him, he's at it all right. Can anything stop him? 103 average, Michael van Gerwen now.
37.
And looking set fair for 3 wins on the bounce. Here he goes again. Second 180 of the night for Michael van Gerwen. Pushes his average up to almost 106 now.
I know it's only a 1-game sample. I know that, and Rob Cross is playing poor.
100.
But it just illustrates the difference between the world #1 and the rest. 107.35.
Not bad.
Scoring well. Combination finishes of 174, 88. And all Cross can do is hit a 180 and hope he gets another shot.
18, 6-0. Van Gerwen will remain unbeaten tonight in the Premier League. And now holds his throw. He will have 3 wins on the bounce. And he is
100.
going about his business magnificently. 105.89. Couple of 180s now, the only 3 180s, one for Rob Cross, I should say. And Rob Cross has only had 2 darts in a double all match.
Yeah, he's just not competed at all. I did not see this happening. Michael was trying so hard to inflict a bagel on Cross, a ziltron cross.
Bagel? I like that.
I think it's an American thing. I pulled it from somewhere.
136.
Bagels American?
That's what they say. I don't even know that.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, Michael van Gerwen.
Here he goes, Van Gerwen. Will he fill it up? 140 keeps the pressure on Cross for the 7-0. Cross not on a finish. And it could be curtains any time now.
95. Michael requires 68.
For a whitewash. Didn't think I'd be saying that. 4-4.
No score.
A reprieve for Cross.
Rob, you require 70.
Rob Cross, this is your moment to avoid the whitewash. Hits the single 18, 20 leaves double 16. To avoid the whitewash, big shot. Oh, he gets it. Some consolation for Rob Cross. Michael van Gerwen is angry.
Yeah, he's livid. He left that feeling in his stomach of, I had it there, I had it, and I couldn't do it. He's not satisfied with winning 7-1, 7-2. That kind of doesn't mean anything. 7-0 would have meant something. Goes down in the history books as another rampant win.
Looks like a football goalkeeper who's conceded a goal in the 98th minute
57.
and fails to keep a clean sheet. That's how angry he is.
Has it gone to the 98th minute because VAR has held things up?
Don't start.
I'm just saying.
A few injuries.
120 minutes a game, yeah, fantastic.
It's another debate for another day. Stick to the
No,
darts.
no, now!
Let's stick to the darts.
If you are a Rob Cross fan or Rob Cross, of course you're pleased that he won that leg, but he's just not competed against this man. It's not over yet, and he can only take one leg at a time. But Cross has just not looked that sharp.
Yes, it will be surely nothing more than consolation for Rob Cross. Van Gerwen now looking to really heap the pressure on. What a lovely second dart. What a setup.
So nonchalant. So nonchalant. This has to go. Otherwise, Van Gerwen will be coming back for 32. 60 for 32. Can he hit this for the second time in the match and win his second leg?
Could be curtains. Van Gerwen for 7-1. Double 8. Oh, a little squeak for Rob Cross. He's coming back. Van Gerwen will be absolutely kicking himself here now.
Well,
Wayne, come back.
I hark back to the World Championship semi-final where Michael just couldn't finish him off. And at the moment, he just can't finish him off. I wonder. I wonder. Look, comeback has to start somewhere. It's, who knows? Highly unlikely, we know that.
Yeah, I suspect Van Gerwen has gone from being a happy, contented world champion tonight to one who slightly niggled.
Yeah.
He'll probably still get the job done, but he'll be a little bit niggled by the fact that he should have been a 7-0 winner.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen has won the league phase. All 6 years he's played in this Premier League. That's just an incredible thing to do, an incredible achievement. He's top at the moment. If he can convert this leg, it will be 3 wins from 3, 6 points. But also, he will inflict yet another 7-2 win over Cross.
But he's not happy right now, Van Gerwen. He'll feel a little bit happier after that. But whatever happens here, when Rob Cross hit that first leg on the board for him, Van Gerwen's reaction, my goodness, angry man, such is a high standard. Double 8 for the match. More match darts blown away. What on earth?
Yeah. This is doable. Double 16 for 6-3 on a break.
91.
Well, he's shaking his head before and he's been back. But this is Van Gerwen now for double 4 for the match. Another match dart. No mistake that time. A shake of the head and an ironic smile from Rob Cross. Great sports, both of them. But it's Michael Van Gerwen who maintains his unbeaten record. 3 wins out of 3 in the Premier League. He beats Rob Cross 7 legs to 2.
Rob Cross smiling there, but wasn't smiling for long. Michael Van Gerwen stormed into a 6-0 lead. Cross out of sorts. Van Gerwen closed now the victory 7-2. He's talking to Rod Studd.
Michael, well done. Listen, normally a 7-2 win over Rob Cross, you'd be bouncing off stage thinking that's really good and I'm really pleased, but just look at your face, the last 2 or 3 legs has taken the shine off it a little bit, has it?
Yeah, I think that my finishing was incredible in the beginning of the game, and I wasn't playing perfect, but Rob I think that he played the worst game out of his 3 performances in this Premier League, and they need to take advantage, and I had the advantage to maybe win 7-0, but I missed 2 darts in double 4, wasn't even close, I lived closer than that, but yeah, then it gets harder and harder because you want to get the game over the line, and it gets more difficult for yourself, but yeah, and of course he's going to do something back, but I'm glad I hit the finish on the end.
Yeah, sure. Listen, you've had 3 Premier League whitewashes before, and I know you would have loved the 4th one, and that's the way you play the game, isn't it? You want to win every match 7-0, it's a ruthless mentality.
You need to have a ruthless mentality, otherwise you cannot be in the position where I'm in the moment. You need to be ruthless for anyone, and whoever they are, it's a one-man game, and you need to perform as good as you can, and I'm trying all the time. I try to get better all the time. It's hard because the field is quite strong, and but a win is a win, and you need to also be happy about that.
Sure, you're top of the league, you've won every game, no one's won every game. Just one other thing, you keep hitting these 9-darters away from the TV cameras. Now, come on now. You must be due one in the Premier League. Are you saving up for next week, are you?
I hope so. I think I'm going to hit one in this Premier League. I think, yeah. I love to play in front of crowds like this. Yeah, here in Dublin, they've been phenomenal, but everywhere I come, if they support me or not, I like to perform, and yeah, that drives me. That gives me motivation for also the rest of the season, and yeah, the only thing where you can be is a happy man.
Good man, well played for that, Michael. Well done. Thanks for joining us very much.
He used his confidence, he used his ability, and he's flying high. Top of the league, Michael van Gerwen. Selfies everywhere you look, people trying to get them. 3 wins out of 3, 100% record. Rob Cross sits to 5th place. He was disappointed he didn't get the whitewash there, Rob.
Yeah, well, that's what he wanted, but that's what people like Michael van Gerwen do. I mean, Brissy did it in his day, Phil Taylor. They want to send out a statement, and Rob Cross is the second favourite. What better way to send out a statement to frighten everybody than to thrash the second favourite?
Rob Cross played poorly by his standards though, didn't he?
Yeah, I have to say very poorly. I mean, his rhythm seemed to be all over the place, and then when he went 4-0 down and 5-0 down, you can see him panicking in his throw. First dart was going low too many times, and you're getting your range from that first dart, so you've got to get it just above the treble or in the top of the treble to make sure the throw is fluent. Rob Cross didn't do that, and he'll be very disappointed because he's been playing well up until that match.
Next up, Michael